Bags down, spikes on. Welcome to the track. Hi, my name is Colin Waitsman. I'm going to be your host for this episode of Track World News. And we are joined by one of the standout freshmen here in college track and field, has a PR of 46.37, Gatorade Athlete of the Year for the state of Illinois, SEC Freshman of the Week in the month of January, and now school record holder in the 4x400. Brandon Battle. Brandon, thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for having me on. I'm excited to be on the show. I've listened to all your podcasts. I'm excited to be here.
For sure. And hey, best of luck next time in some of the giveaways. I know that you've been signing in. Hey, next time, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
For sure. So, before we get into, much of the stuff that you're going on with track and field, have some fan questions. If you want to ask some questions in future interviews for future guests, make sure you follow us on Instagram. We'll post it there. You can get your questions in. It doesn't have to be about track and field, as you'll find out with a few of these. So Williams Jack, I'm guessing he's a friend of yours. He said, teammate. He said, why are the Bengals better than the 49ers?
Well, that's not true. And he knows that because we actually watched that game because we're like kind of roommates, like he rooms below me. And we watched that game together and we beat the Bengals. So they're not better than the 49ers. I'm just saying that.
But see, the Bengals are in the Super Bowl though. Yeah. So.
Okay, that's true. They did go on a good run in the playoffs and we did fold, Jimmy G threw a late pick, which was sad, but I mean, we're still the better team at the end of the day. I believe that. So yeah.
Got you. Well, I'm sure a lot of people are probably wondering. So we said Gatorade Player of the Athlete in the state of Illinois.
Yep.
49ers are in the state of California, and you're going to college in the state of Arkansas. So those are three different states. How are you a 49ers fan and you're from Illinois? How is this going on?
So my dad's a huge 49ers fan. Okay. And like everyone on my dad's side of the family is a huge 49ers fan. So I'm a 49ers fan too, pretty much, because him rooting for them and I'm rooting for them too. And ever since like the Rams were in St. Louis, we'll go to those games when 49ers played. So it was helpful. I can watch them play in person. But since the Rams moved to LA, it's kind of like, man, I can't go, but that's how I'm a 49ers fan pretty much. I love them until the day I die.
All right, that we can take that then. All right, there's a little connection. That's all right. Then I think probably another friend of yours, Lil Rub asks, Do you like Clif Bars?
Oh yeah, I love Clif Bars. I love Clif Bars.
Is there a story behind this? Like, what's the story behind these Clif Bars?
No, I just like snack on like the night before a race. That's all. Like I was at a few of them. I like this too, and that'll pretty much be it.
What's the best flavor?
Ooh, I'll go peanut butter.
Just pure peanut butter, like not peanut butter, chocolate, nothing.
It'd be like either peanut butter or like chocolate chip. I'm just, I'm not gonna go like they have macadamia now. I'm not gonna do all that. It's something just classic like peanut butter.
There you go. Not bad. And then Ryan Watts 7 says, "Who was your favorite high school teammate?"
Because he was my high school teammate. So, everyone. I loved everyone on the team. Those guys are my brothers. So I really didn't have a favorite, but they're all of them are my favorites pretty much. So yeah.
I guess he was trying to see trying to sneak you, get his name in the running there. Not bad. Then we had Anika McPherson, who says, "What is your favorite workout?"
Ooh, I love doing like fast 200s. So it'll be like maybe like 3x2s or 2x2s, but like 22 seconds. Cause that really like reps in like the speed you're gonna need for the 400. So I love doing those 200 type workouts or like 150s.
Ooh, just hearing 22s, like I don't know if I could run 22 just one time, let alone having to be a workout. Crazy. Oh man. And how many reps are those usually like for when you're doing those fast 200s?
We'll do two by 200. So we have 2 sets, but the men rest in between. So you really feel lactic acid. You have about not so much full recovery between the next set. Same thing, like 22, 23 seconds, It's kind of similar like we've been a race, but I love doing those 200 workouts. Those are like my favorite ones.
Nice, man. Yeah, you get to spike up and everything probably.
Oh
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Go fast, go fast. And then last one we have for you right here. This was from Ambrino Nicole. She says, "Who inspires you as a young athlete?"
Ooh, man, my dad, because he's such a hard worker, and that's what I kind of get from him. He tells me all the time, like, he's got to put in the work. No matter, the talent's going to be there, but he's got to put in the work. So he definitely inspires me to keep going. And my mom too, because both of them are huge inspirations.
Yeah, having people that can be really inspiring, especially having family members that are pushing you to be great. Like that's always something that's fantastic. Having that support system so that you'll be able to reach your goals and everything like that. So that's awesome. I mean, and starting with that, I mean, getting in track and field, what originally made you interested in track? Like, how did you get this sport going? Running and everything.
Watching the 2012 Olympics, obviously Usain Bolt and Justin Gatlin going head to head in the 100. I thought it was pretty cool. And I was like, man, I'm going to give track a shot one day. So one time I was playing soccer, I used to play soccer when I was younger, and I'll sometimes keep the ball out in front and just go chase it. So I'm like, okay, I got the speed, so let me go and try track. And I started running track in 7th grade and just loved it ever since. Like I said, the 2012 Olympics kind of got me started a little bit. And then watching the 2016 Summer Olympics, I'm like, man, this is fun. Like watching those Olympians, I want to be there one day. So I'll just say like watching the Olympics definitely kind of got me going.
Now you're doing the sprints now, like so 200. I guess you've primarily been focusing on 400 in college. Were you doing any other events when you were starting off in middle school or even throughout your high school years?
So I was running just like the hundreds, like the sprints, like hundreds, 200s. I actually didn't run the 400 that much, or actually I would like run the relay, but I wouldn't take it like 400 seriously until my freshman year of high school. My high school coach, Chad Lakatis, he really did a good job with me, and the training I trust, and he put me through as a freshman, and that's built my confidence. So I was pretty much just running the sprints, and I did cross country too, but that was something else though.
Yeah, I would never be doing all that cross country 5Ks, 3Ks. That's too much. Once it's going over a lap of the track is already too. We're in dangerous territory. Yeah, for sure. And so like for you, when was it that you really realized like, oh man, like I've got some serious speed. I can actually make this a thing, in college and potentially even beyond that.
My sophomore year, it was right around, it's like sectionals going to the state meet. I broke 50. I went 49 in the open 400. And I'm like, okay, wow, that's one of the best times in the state. So that's my point. I was like, man, I'm going to take track like my main sport. This one I can get like scholarship going to the next level at. So I actually got a few looks from a few college coaches after I ran that race too. So I'm like, this is gonna be my main priority, my junior year and senior year of high school. Like, just get a scholarship and just have fun and run track. Like, that's why I took it seriously.
Yeah, and senior year, I mean, it seems like a lot of that hard work paid off. You end up getting Gatorade Player of the Year. Did you bring that trophy to college, or is that sitting at home?
It's sitting at home in my room. Yeah.
What was it like to be able to win that? I mean, a lot of the great athletes of currently, I know Mondo Duplantis, Sidney McLaughlin, those are all other athletes that have won, such a prestigious award. Like, what's it like to be a part of that elite club and, be one of the best athletes to ever come through Illinois?
I mean, it was definitely a blessing, because I never take this sport for granted, and just have my name be selected to represent my state's Gatorade Player of the Year. It's so cool. Like, it's like, look what those two are doing, and just have my name representing Illinois and just showing all the hard work I put in and the achievements and all the accolades I had throughout the season. It's just, it just feels great, that my name's out there. So
was that something that you were actively trying to do in high school or your senior year? Or was it just something like you started to have a good season and you're like, oh snap, my name's in these leaderboards. Like I'm starting to maybe be something here.
Yeah. I actually didn't think about it at all. I mean, after like throughout my senior track season, I was just pretty much focused like on trying to win state. I wasn't thinking about any other awards like Illinois Player or Gatorade Player of the Year or, stuff like that. I was after state, I realized like, man, I could win it because, you know, let's look at the other guys who have, like, for example, Marcellus Moore, he was a 100, 200 state champion. Jamari Ward, long jump state record holder. So, I mean, it's kind of, I realized like, man, I probably could win this award, but reality, I wasn't even thinking about that at the point.
There you go. Yeah. Focus on the individual stuff, how you can get better for the year. And, so right now, currently freshman at Arkansas, originally had committed to Eastern Illinois. So was interested, like, what was that process going like where, hey, you originally thought you had found your home, and then was there anything in particular that made you go, all right, let me test the waters again? Or could you kind of bring us into that whole recruitment process and, you know, how you got to where you are today?
I mean, yeah, so starting off, you know, going to senior year, obviously I lost my junior year because of COVID. I kind of made my name known like indoor season, but it wasn't as big. So, you know, I had a few offers on the table. Like I said, I committed to Eastern Illinois University. Throughout the season, my times were just getting faster. And the coaches, you know, we had built a really strong relationship, you know, and they had went to Nebraska. So I was like, I don't know who the coach is, you know, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to be committed and just find a new home. But the recruiting process was definitely like stressful all over again because I'm here, it's June, getting close to July. I'm like, oh man, school starts in a month. Like now I got to apply for all these schools, you know, I'm having all these other coaches reach out to me. So I'm like, I'm over here stressing, losing sleep, you know, just trying to make sure I get my, you know, just trying to get my information out to these schools and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm glad I chose this school because Arkansas has been so great to me, and it's just been a blessing being here.
Yeah, I mean, you started off the gates hot. You got, you know, athlete of the SEC athlete of the week, and in the SEC, that's no joke. It's definitely not easy to win any awards in the SEC. You know, so what's it like, you know, being able to see that even starting right off the gate, you had a pretty hot start, and you even said, what was it, an overall PR compared to last year where you're running faster in an indoor 400 versus, you know, what you're running outdoors just a few months ago. So, I mean, what's it like to come out to a start that, you know, is pretty solid, especially, you know, just getting started here?
I mean, it feels great. To get my name out there, like I said, you know, no matter if I'm a freshman or not, I mean, this NCAA is fast this year. So it just feels great just being out here to run faster than I did last year, to start out good, and it's going to keep this momentum is going to keep carrying me through the season. So my confidence is definitely up because, you know, NCAA compared to high school is two completely different levels, you know. So like I said, it just feels great just to see where I'm at and just keep going.
Yeah, I know. So one thing, my favorite thing is whenever talking with athletes, especially when you're just getting started in college, I remember my first like, oh, welcome to college track moment where we're running a workout and I just like completely die. It's like, all right, no, that was a warm up. All right, now it's time to actually get on the line, or just getting demolished in my first ever meet. What was it? Did you have like a welcome to college track, whether that's in practice or at a meet yet, like where you're like, oh snap, yeah, this is a little different than what I'm used to.
Yeah, I actually had two. So one of them, so we were doing like intramural field workouts, like some 200s and 300s, you know, because we're trying to avoid staying off the track. So avoid injury, of course, early in the part of the fall. So there was one workout we did straight 200s. And I was like dead after that. I'm like, I had lactic acid all through my body. And I'm like, this is what college feels like. Like, this is what a 44 or 43 is going to feel like. So I'm like, man. And then my second one was definitely Center Street because Arkansas here got some hills. And it's like, we ran Center Street 4 times. And man, my legs were cramping walking down the hill. And I'm like, we still got lift after this. Like, I don't know if I'm going to make it to lift or not. So those are two that I'll never forget. That was my welcome to college moment.
Yeah, them. I remember the same thing. We had some hills, and with our hills, like it's not just like a straight, you know, grass, or it wasn't a regular like driveway or something. There was like a rocky hill. And I'm like, oh man, like I remember we went down to what I thought was the bottom of the hill, and I'm like, all right, so this is where we're going. You know, we do like a few, and then it's like, all right, now it's time to go to the bottom of the hill. Like, wait, what? There's a bottom? He's like, yep, you got it. You see that curve down the hill? Yeah, go down, make a left. You'll see that. You'll see the end. I'm like, oh man, it's like a 100 meter straight hill right up. Yeah, them hills can kill you, man. It's tough.
Yeah, them hills, them quads, man, hamstrings, glutes, calves, everything be burning. Yeah.
And so like there's a lot of elite talent going on like here in the SEC. I mean, here with Arkansas, we saw, I mean, you're part of a 4x4 that Aiden Owens, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Heptathlete, almost setting collegiate record, breaking the national record there. He's also a part of the 4x4 and you got other leading athletes. Arkansas, I think, top 10, top 8 team in the country right now, one of the best teams. I mean, what's that practice like where, oh yeah, and you have professionals. What am I talking about? Like you have Tyra Davis, Woodall, I think Ryan Krauser's throwing around there. Like, what's it like being at a place where you went from high school, probably the fastest kid in your high school, to now it's like, oh snap, there are world record holders at my practice right now. Like, what's that environment like?
The atmosphere is electrifying. I'll tell you that. The pros, because they just get in our practice before we get in, so we like kind of catch a snippet of their end of practice. The atmosphere is amazing. It's also cool to talk with those guys like Tara Hunter and Jerian Lawson and Ryan Krauser and Shamir Little. Just watching them train and those guys in the Olympics. It just definitely brings a whole different like environment, different vibe to practice. Like, man, we can have fun, we can be loose. Like in practice, our team is pretty loose. But when it comes to workouts, we get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like we all talk, we all laughing and having fun. But like I said, whenever coach blows that whistle, that it's time to go, we're like locked in. So we are, at the end of the day, our mindset, like, man, we got to win a championship. That's all I'm going to start with bringing practice. Like what we're doing in practice is going to make it permanent for the meet. So that's like the mindset we have. And that's what a typical practice feels like, the environment, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, we're right now into the thick of your indoor season. I guess by the time this comes out, your conference championship will be next weekend, I believe, probably. Yeah, it's in 2 weeks right now, right?
Oh, it's next weekend. We go to A&M.
Oh, shoot. So you're competing at conferences by the time this comes out. So good luck you're probably racing in about 5 minutes, but by the time this comes out. So good luck in that. What's your guys' mindset, locking in, like you have SECs and knowing that if you win SECs, you have a dang near good chance of being able to win a team title because a lot of those top teams are going to be at SECs.
Oh yeah, we're just taking 1 meet at a time. Like I said, the SEC loaded. Every team is ready to run. No one's going to hold back the SEC meet. So we just got to go in to stay focused and don't let outside noise distract us. Because we know we're the favorites coming in. So we just can't let that distract us. Like, anything could happen. So we're locked in, we're ready to go, especially since championship season.
Yeah. Where is it that you guys are going for conferences?
Texas A&M.
A&M. Got you.
Sure.
No, A&M's not they don't have the flat track, right? They have that's banked, right?
Yeah, it's banked. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking Kentucky they're the one that have the 300-meter flat track. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. Completely different. So, Going back real quick, what was it? I guess last week or 2 weeks ago, you're part of that 4x4 breaking the Arkansas school record. What's it like to be able to have your name in the record books there, be a part of electric team and kind of right at the right time? Like, you got conferences coming up, outdoors right around the corner. What's it like to be a part of a record breaking team?
Oh, it's so amazing. It's so many like actions I can use to describe it right now. Just being like really. Just coming here, I didn't expect to get the school record. I was coming here just trying to just get better. But now since I'm part of this 4x4, it just feels amazing. And, like I said, the hard work we put in and we ran that. That was the first time us four all ran together. So the fact that we had just put this team together kind of like the night before and come out running 303, who knows what we can do? We do believe that we can go faster and we know that. And our coaches know that, So just to be part of it. And this is a great track program of a school, just history everywhere, like 47 national championships. So come here and get the school record is amazing.
Yeah. One of the most storied, schools in college track. If you're ever breaking school records at, Arkansas, Oregon, one of those just legendary programs, like, all right, you did something, you're doing something good. And so, with you, so far this year, you've been focusing a lot on the 400. Coming in for outdoor track, Do you think that's going to be what your main focus will be as well? Or do you think we could see you potentially going down to the 1 or heck, even moving up to the 8 at all? Or will the 400 kind of be what you're looking at?
Definitely not the 800. I'll tell you that. These guys running 145s, you know.
Yeah.
But definitely the 200. For the 400 for me this year so far indoor, because my time is like top 16 right now. So try to get that time down so I can feel comfortable going to the nationals. So definitely focus on the 200 and 400 and 4x4. And hopefully I can try to get in the 4x1 relay. I mean, that'll be a lot of fun. But as of now, I say like the 400 and 200 and 4x4.
Cool. Yeah. So for you, like, what are some goals that you have for yourself? It doesn't have to necessarily be a time or what it is that or an award or whatever. It would be whatever you might have. Like, what's something that if you accomplish by the end of this year, you'll be like, okay, that was a successful season. Like I did what I wanted to do at least.
One of the things I'll say, it's more of a mission. I'll say health. Just trying to make sure I have a healthy season. It's not feeling sore or achy or having injuries. That's one thing. If I can complete a whole season that we started back in September and we're going to June, make sure I'm just healthy, just taking care of my body, and just starting to just have fun here. Like I say, it's a long season. These guys are my brothers, so just trying to have fun at every meet and every opportunity I get. Just don't take for granted. So pretty much, I would say like starting to stay healthy and just have fun.
Yeah. That's something that can easily get put to the wayside, like making sure that you're whether you're getting your treatment or stretching, cooling down, doing the lifts the right way. I mean, what are some things that you're doing like to make sure that you are staying healthy? Because I don't know who said it, but the best ability is availability. If you can run at every race, you're doing every workout. That's how you're going to get faster. Like, what are some things that you're doing to make sure that you're keeping your body right and you're going to be ready for the next meet?
Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot of mobility. We usually do mobility like every day after practice, but I'll come back here like at home and I'll do some more mobility before I go to bed. Whether it's putting my feet up, or rolling out, drinking water, getting my electrolytes in, or I'll sometimes make like green juice, just kind of just flush out, and just keep my immune system up. So that's why I say that's pretty much it.
Awesome. You heard it here. Start making the green juice. What's going in? What are we putting in on this green juice? Let's get a little recipe on the Brandon Battle green juice special.
All right, so I got some apples. I usually do like one apple, and then celery, some ginger, lemon, and cucumber and spinach.
Ooh, get that on Gordon Ramsay approved, and that's good to go. That's awesome. Well, Brandon, thank you so much for this, and good luck for you, I guess, today or maybe yesterday if you ran on Friday. Or what day are you running?
So we have a meet. So you said it'll be coming out probably soon. So we have a meet this Friday, the 18th. Okay. It's a home meet. It's our last home meet before SECs, and then I'll have prelims on 400 on Friday and the finals on Saturday.
Awesome. Well, hey, good luck. Well, I hope you did well yesterday when this kind of came out, and good luck in the finals today. But Brandon, thank you so much for doing this. Really appreciate it. Where could people go if they wanted to, learn more about you or follow up on your story and everything?
On my Instagram at IMBBattle or my Twitter at BrandonMBattle1. Those are like the two main social media platforms I use. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Brandon. And thank you to everyone who's been listening. This has been another episode of Track World News. If you want more content, go and follow us on Instagram at Track World News. We post pretty much daily on there, different news clips, highlights, podcasts, and other special things. Make sure you also subscribe, leave a like, leave a review. Really helps us know you're enjoying everything. Have a good one. Talk to you soon. Peace.